Hello, good evening. It is time for good night, sweetheart. Story time. So, this is my friend Max. Maybe you recognize Max from some stories that we have with Max in them in our easy reader section. Yeah, Max is kind of cuddly. Yeah. So I hope you have a buddy, a reading buddy to read with us. And we have a couple fun stories to read. And I hope you had a great day playing and that you're feeling well and enjoying the summer fun. So I have a story for you right now called My Family is a Zoo. Does that sound funny? Sometimes with my 6 kids, when they were younger, we would say, we live in a zoo. Is that kind of silly? So, My Family is a Zoo by K.A. Gerard. My Family's a Zoo. My daddy has an elephant he got when he was 3. It travels with us everywhere. It's quite a sight to see. Me, I have my big brown bear. Surprise, his name is Teddy. And whatever the adventure, he is there waiting and ready. Maybe you have a Teddy. Today, we're going for a drive to where I cannot say. We should arrive by lunchtime with some stops along the way. Meet my sister and the whale. She swims within the ocean. It's big and blue and blubbery and smells of suntan lotion. That's an awesome floaty, isn't it? Here comes my older brother with his purple dinosaur. They may not seem ferocious, but you should hear them roar. Look, my cousin's kangaroo. He has a switch that makes it hop. Perhaps the switch is broken. The hopping just won't stop. There's my uncle and his penguin that he once left on the bus. It traveled round for months before returning home to us. It's fun. My auntie owns a monkey with sticky outy ears. She bought it on vacation. She just loves her souvenirs. Grandma brought her bunny, whose coat is bald and worn. It's been loved and hugged and cuddled since the day that she was born. That's a lot of cuddles. I'm a particular fan of bunnies. Grandpa's got his tiger that once slept in their bed. Till Grandma put her foot down, now it lives in Grandpa's shed. Can you see that? Where are they all going? Even Boomer has a puppy. that he carries in his jaws. And every time he goes to sleep, he hugs it with his paws. Now we're all together. Kind of squishy. With barely room to spare, can't wait to see if Mommy likes these brand new polar bears. We make a strange menagerie as we pile out 2 by 2. We're not so much a family, more a family zoo. At last we've arrived, me, Ted, and all the others, and just why have we come here? Are you ready for it? Can you guess? It's a surprise. Ta-da! To meet my baby brothers, twins. That's pretty exciting. Very happy. The end. I like that story. Thought it was fun to do a little silly story. And this one's really sweet. I think you'll like it too. I love you, the Purplest. Illustrations are really pretty, all watercolory. I love you, the Purplest. Early in the evening, the brothers and their mama finished supper in the sturdy red cabin and set out to fish. Have you ever gone fishing or watched people that are fishing? The lake slowed its thrashing to a soft, even beat. The mosquitoes dipped low to the water, and the water bugs skittered on top. The moon glowed on one side of the lake, while the sun shimmered on the other. This was the time when fishing was best. Max exploded from the cabin, twirling the shovel in front of him. Mama came next, and then Julian. Julian shut the cabin door tightly to keep it safe from burglars and bears. There you go. Julian scooped the dirt to find the fattest worms. Max jumped on the shovel and flung dirt in the air until a tangle of worms filled his can. Mama, who has the most worms? He asked. Mama smiled. Max, your can is full of the liveliest worms, and Julian, your can has the juiciest. Look at all those worms. Max, Julian, and Mama stepped onto the small wooden boat. Julian took one oar and Max took the other. Julian planted his blue boots wide and took deep, even strokes. Max braced his red boots against the ribs of the boat and stroked quickly through the water. The brothers' faces were hot and they gulped at the air. Julian gasped, Mama, who's the best rower? Mama's eyes grew soft. Why, Julian, you took the deepest strokes, and Max, your strokes were fastest. The three fished till stars sprinkled the sky and the water turned dark as night. In the end, Mama caught one fish, Julian caught 1 fish and Max caught 3 fish. "I'm the best fisherman," cried Max. Hoisting his fish in the air, Julian pushed his hat brim low on his face. "3 fish? What a bountiful fisherman you are," said Mama. "And Julian, you're the cleverest. Your fish hid in the weeds, but you waited when your brother jerked in the water. When your bobber jerked in the water, you kept your pole high and you reeled in a fine fat fish." When the fishing and the baths and the stories were done, Mama tucked the brothers into bed. Julian slept in the way top bunk and she reached up to kiss him goodnight. "Mama," whispered Julian, his hands forming a tunnel around her ear, "who do you love best?" Mama thought for a minute and then she whispered, "Why, Julian, I love you the bluest. I love you the color of a dragonfly at the tip of its wing. I love you the color of a cave in its deepest hidden part, where grizzly bears and bats curl up until night. The mist of a mountain, the splash of a waterfall, the hush of a whisper." The breath in Julian's chest grew and grew and grew until he couldn't hold it any longer. Then it came out in a long velvet sigh. Mama crouched low to the bunk where Max slept. Max wiggled his finger for Mama to come close. He whispered, "Mama, who do you love best?" "Why, Max, I love you the reddest. I love you the color of the sky before it blazes into night. I love you the color of a leopard's eyes when it prowls through the jungle. And the color of a campfire at the edge of the flame, a wide open hug, the swirl of a magic cape, the thunder of a shout." The smile on Max's face grew and grew until his cheeks couldn't hold it in. Then it came out in a big, thundery laugh. Later in the evening, the brothers and their mama slept. One in the top bunk, glowing like the evening moon, one in the bottom bunk, shimmering like the evening sun, and Mama in the big bed, dreaming of the boys she loved best. Yay, isn't that a nice story? Miss Patty's proud of herself for not getting choked up because it's just so sweet. So what color does Mama love you? What do you think, the orangest or the yellowest or the greenest? You could think of all kinds of things that are that color that you love. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? So, good night, sweethearts. I miss you and look forward to seeing you soon. And have a really good sleep. Sleep tight.